All right, so one of the things that I would say one of the most common questions that I get every single day is liquid white, about liquid white or some kind of a medium that you can put down on the canvas. A lot of people, maybe they're out of the country, I'm not exactly sure, but a lot of people don't have access to liquid white or magic white, liquid white, whatever you want to call it. There's a couple different ones out there, and it's a big thing to, for people to use, especially when they're starting out and they're painting. So a lot of people don't have access to that, or maybe just some people, I don't know, they just can't. I don't know if they can't afford it, or if it's expensive in other countries, or maybe they just don't ship there. I don't know all those details, but today I'm going to show you how to make your own. Now, whether or not this is the right way to do it, I can't be sure of that, but what I can tell you is it's the things that I do. I do it, and it works for me, so if it works for me, it should work for you. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways how to make a nice, thin, white medium that you put on your canvas. And I hope this answers a lot of the questions that I'm asked about it, because it's super simple to do. So we're going to jump right into the video, and we're going to get started. Okay, first, let me just show you this. This is white paint. This is oil paint by Gamblin. 1980s is the series. I'm going to have a link down below so you can head over and you can purchase this paint right here. Any white paint will work, but Gamblin is the best in my opinion. So we're going to use some of this. All right. So I have my green palette right here, so you can see the white. I have a clear one, but I wanted to use the green so you can actually see what we're doing. So I'm going to take some of this white paint, and I'm just going to put a pile of it just right there. And let me get this out of the way before I start to wear it. Okay, first thing is first. Most commonly, this is another Gamblin product right here. This is called solvent-free gel. Okay, Gamblin makes this. I'll have a link below. All right, so you see this pile of paint that I have right here, just a little pile. I'm going to open this gel right here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a pile right next to it. It's about 50-50, okay? It's 2 close to equal amounts, all right? Now, let me set this out of the way. Super easy. Grab a palette knife or a paintbrush, or your hand, as long as you have a glove, it doesn't matter. Let's mix these 2 up real quick here. So let's grab, here's the white paint, you just scoop it up and go ahead and put in the gel. I probably could have used a less amount. This is a lot. All right, and you're just gonna mix it up. Mix it, get it down there, scoop it. Just like this, and wiggle it and jiggle it. All right, you're gonna spend just a few minutes doing this. And you're gonna see that the paint is going to get it's gonna get real thin, is what it's gonna do. All right, so yeah, you see it's starting to fall off of the knife right now. All right, boom, okay. I'm making a mess. And this palette, there's some dry paint on here, so I can't get it I can't scrape it all up. All right, let me just wipe that off real quick. Clear me a spot over here so we can do the next one. But do you see this here? Do you see that right there? That is very thin. It's now very thin. And just like that right there, just a few seconds, you can take this and put it right on the canvas. The same exact way that you would apply like a liquid white or a magic white to, okay? All right, I'm gonna use a smaller amount this time. I'm gonna get a little bit more white paint right there, okay? Same paint. Same paint. All right, so here's another product from Gamblin. This is called Galkid gel. Now, once again, I don't know if this is the 100% right way to do it, but I can tell you that in the pictures that I make, I do this all the time. All right, this is very similar to the solvent-free gel, but this is Galkid gel, and I'll put a link below, okay? So I'm gonna put a little pile right next to it too. You see that right there? It's about 50-50, it's pretty equal. Let me me just wipe the knife off here. And I'm gonna just kind of take this and pull it flat and just mix it around. Keep mixing it. And this gets real thin. You can see it barely will, see, it just falls right off the knife. So I'm just scooping it, flipping it over. And then I'm gonna push real hard and try to wipe some of it off. But do you see this here? I mean, this is like, it's nice and thin. Just gonna clear a little spot so we can move on to the next one. Somebody told me I should buy stock in Bounty paper towels. Video's not sponsored by Bounty, but Bounty paper towels they're the best paper towels, hands down. They're expensive, but they are the best, and that's all that I use. So Bounty, if you're watching, if you wanna send over a few cases of paper towels, feel free. I'll link the address below. All right. Boy, this is on tight. All right, here's our third option. Another Gamblin product. That's all I use is Gamblin because their products are good. Okay, this is solvent-free fluid is what this is right here. Okay, it's similar to the gel, similar to the other stuff. The consistencies are just a little bit different, but it's gonna give you the same exact outcome pretty much. So I'm showing you 3 different things so you have options. Now you may not be able to see that too good, but I just dumped a little bit down. All right, I'm gonna put a little pile of white paint next to that also. And let me grab a paper towel ahead of time here, real quick. I'm gonna take this white paint, okay, I'm gonna flatten it out a little bit and then take some of this clear fluid and start working it. Pull it flat, pull it into the paint. And you can see that the paint is getting thin. And I would suggest a 50-50 mixture on this, on all 3 of these products. Start small, use a little bit of paint. If you need more, you can make more. But see this here? It's just coming right off the knife. Now I still have a pile of gel right there that I didn't use because I didn't want to go overboard. All right, let me wipe this knife off real quick. Let me move this out of the way. And I want to show you something real quick. All right, I'm going to take this canvas here real quick and I'm just going to go into a little bit of each one, I suppose. A little bit of each one, and I'm just going to kind of hold this up real quick. And I'm just going to put some on the top here, maybe. This is not going to be a perfect demonstration, but I just want you to see what I'm talking about. I'm just getting it on here. I'm just going to do the top area. Now, real quick, I have a little plate here with some blue paint, oil paint in it. And I'm going to pull through here this blue paint, just like this. I'm just getting some paint on here just to show you for demonstration purposes. Now, watch this. Okay, you see that there? Let me just wipe this off a little bit. I always do this. I'll start on the top, I'll wipe it off just a hair, get the excess paint off of the paper towel. Now watch. Make sure this is in frame. And then you can just kind of work down, and just like this. Work down, and of course you can blend this out when you're done. Now I only went about halfway, so I'm not gonna go much lower than that. You see that right there? That is a very, very good transition. right there on that canvas. All right, with just a little bit of this, what we just made here. So this is a real common question, and in my opinion, this is a really good answer when I'm given for the question. I do this all the time. Now, like I said earlier, I got little hairs all over me. Like I said earlier, I don't know if this is 100% the correct way, but this is what I do. Sometimes I will use this fluid, sometimes I will use the gel, and sometimes I use this Galkid gel. They are all just about equally the same. So I'm gonna link all three of these down below so you guys can head over. They sell them at all your local art stores. And if you don't have a local art store, I'm sure that you can get it shipped to you. So it's a very, very common product. So make sure you subscribe to this video, give it a like. I hope this was very informative to you. This is a very, very good medium in my opinion. I use it just about every time and I like it. I like the results. It's more of a sticky feeling rather than a sloppy, muddy feeling. It gives you a nice sticky feeling to your painting and allows the paints to layer up very nicely. So I hope you enjoyed this video. There's a lot more coming, so make sure that you subscribe, like, turn the bell on, do all the good things, and I'll see you in the very next video. Take care. See ya.